Hello, welcome to another lesson of English. Today we are going to do a lesson on the writing skill. I mean, writing a paragraph. Okay, it's going to be about writing a paragraph. What's it? Yeah, it's going to be all about writing a paragraph. Right. Let's talk about it further. Look at this. It's a simple structure of a paragraph. It has a topic sentence and three supportive sentences. This is simply a structure of a paragraph. It has a topic sentence and three supportive sentences. Usually a paragraph deals with one main point. Usually a paragraph deals with one main point. The topic sentence is used to introduce that main point. Clear? A paragraph normally deals with one main point. The topic sentence is used to introduce that main point. So the topic sentence tell you what the paragraph is about. Clear? The topic sentence will tell you what the paragraph is about. And then we have to use supportive sentences. We have to use supportive sentences. The supportive sentences, they describe the supportive points. We have to use supportive sentences to describe the supportive points. Here in this structure, you have three supportive points. 1, 2, 3. That means you have three supportive sentences. You have three supportive sentences. Well, why do we need a supportive sentence? Yes, I think you know the answer. It is to describe a supportive point. Why do we need a supportive sentence? Yeah, it is to describe a supportive point. So you have to remember that a paragraph has one topic sentence and many supportive sentences. A paragraph has one topic sentence and many supportive sentences. Clear? Let's take an example. Suppose that we are planning to write a paragraph on the topic advantages of using own cars. Suppose that we are planning to write a paragraph on the topic advantages of using own cars. Now the main point of the paragraph is clear. Okay, yes, what's it? What's the main point? Yeah, advantages of using own cars. Clear? What's it? Advantages of using own cars. So the topic sentence should deal with that. The topic sentence should show that. And next we have these supportive points. We have the supportive points. In this case, let's say we are going to mention three advantages. The first advantage of using your own car is, yeah, it gives freedom to travel. It gives freedom to travel. That is supportive point 1. And then supportive point 2, that means you are going to tell them another advantage. The second advantage, you can carry several passengers and luggage. You can carry several passengers and luggage. So that is a second advantage. And third, yeah, that is going to be the third supportive point. You can travel in comfort. You can travel in comfort. Well, now for an example, you are going to write a paragraph on the topic advantages of using own cars. So the topic sentence should talk about this. That means the topic sentence will tell you about the main idea of the paragraph. To support this main idea or the main point, you need to have some other points to support it actually, right? You need to have some other points. So they are called the supportive points. So in this case, the advantages of using own cars, therefore you have to tell 3 advantages. So you are going to tell 3 advantages. One is it gives freedom to travel. That's the first advantage. Second advantage is you can carry several passengers and luggage. That's the second advantage. Then the third advantage is you can travel in comfort. So before you start to write a paragraph, you have to structure it. That means you have to plan it. You should clearly know the main point, and you have to have a clear idea about the supportive points. Now I think you have a clear idea about, yes, the main point, which is advantages of using own cars, and then in your paragraph you are going to mention 3 advantages. Okay, right. Now let's try to develop some sentences. Then that's going to be easier for you. Okay, now let's try to write some sentences for the main point and the 3 supportive points. Look, we could write a sentence like this to introduce the main point. See, what's the main point? Advantages of using own cars. So you could start your sentence, the topic sentence, in this way. Nowadays, as roads are becoming more and more crowded, people are considering the advantages of using their own cars. Can you read this again? Nowadays, as roads are becoming more and more crowded, people are considering the advantages of using their own cars. So this is the sentence we call the topic sentence. Okay, well, then you have to try writing sentences for the supportive points, right? Okay, now these are the sentences that we are going to take as the examples, right? So the first supportive sentence is, it gives the freedom to travel when and where you want, without being limited to fixed routes and timetables. Simply, now you know the point is, it gives the freedom to travel. That's the point. But simply writing the point is not enough. You have to give some details. You have to give some details. So you have to write a sentence with some details. You have to give some information there. Okay, so that becomes a good sentence there. Okay, so it gives the freedom to travel when and where you want, without being limited to fixed routes and timetables. And the second point, yeah, I hope you remember, you can carry several passengers and luggages. But you have to elaborate that point, right? You have to elaborate, you have to explain it. So you could write a sentence like this: you can carry several passengers and as much luggage as you like at no extra cost. Can you read this again? You can carry several passengers and as much luggage as you like at no extra cost. See, the point has been elaborated. The third point, can you remember the third point? Yeah, you can travel in comfort. You can travel in comfort. So you have to give details. You have to write a sentence, right? You have to write a good sentence, right? So you can travel in comfort in a car with a seat for yourself and the possibility of comforts such as music and air conditioning. See, the comforts, what are the comforts? Yes, a seat for yourself and also, yeah, music, air conditioning. So you are giving details, you are giving enough details. So just writing you can travel in comfort, that's not enough. So you have to write a sentence with enough details. Well, shall we read these sentences again? Ready? Okay. Nowadays, as roads are becoming more and more crowded, people are considering the advantages of using their own cars. That is the main point. Here's the first supportive point. It gives the freedom to travel when and where you want, without being limited to fixed routes and timetables. Okay, we have written the second sentence, right? Then the third, you can carry several passengers and as much luggage as you like at no extra cost. Good. So we have written a sentence for the second supportive point. And this is going to be, yeah, the third supportive sentence. You can travel in comfort in a car with a seat for yourself and a possibility of comforts such as music and air conditioning. Right? I hope you understood the way of developing some sentences, especially the sentence for the main point and the other sentences for the supportive points. Suppose that you put the sentences that you have written into a paragraph like this. Okay, now you have written some sentences. Suppose that you put the sentences that you have written into a paragraph like this. So when you read this paragraph, you may find something important is missing. When you read this paragraph, you may find something important is missing. Can you guess what it is? Let's try to read this. You see, nowadays, as roads are becoming more and more crowded, people are considering the advantages of using their own cars. It gives the freedom to travel when and where you want, without being limited to fixed routes and timetables. You can carry several passengers and as much luggage as you like at no extra cost. You can travel in comfort in a car with a seat for yourself and the possibility of comforts such as music and air conditioning. It's good. You have written good sentences, right? But what's missing here? Yeah, now when you write a paragraph, okay, you have to remember this. This is very important thing. Okay, I hope you see that the sentences are not properly connected, right? Now this is the topic sentence, this is the topic sentence, and you have the first supportive sentence. So now these two, the main or the topic sentence and the supportive sentence. You have to connect. Okay, so the connection is very important. Okay, so even in this place, the sentence, the first supportive sentence and the second supportive sentence, these two should be connected. These should be connected, and the second supportive sentence and the third supportive sentence, they two should be connected. So this kind of link or a connection is very important in a paragraph. Okay, just putting some sentences together won't make a good paragraph. Just putting some sentences won't make a good paragraph. So this is not a very good paragraph. So there's a very important thing that you should remember when writing a paragraph, that is using linking words or phrases. Using linking words or phrases. Okay, I'll show you some of them. Look at this picture. Here you have two sentences. Okay, this is one and the other. Two sentences are there. And also you have a word or phrase to link or to connect these two sentences. Okay, so these are some of the examples for linking words. These are some of the examples for linking words or phrases, okay, that you could use when writing a paragraph. So shall we read these linking words or phrases? In addition, what is more, further, however, moreover, although. Clear? So these are some of the linking words or phrases that we could use to connect sentences in a paragraph. Okay, so if you can connect the sentences in your paragraph properly, then you could write very good paragraphs. Okay, so your sentences should be well connected. When the sentences are properly connected, in the paragraph, we say the paragraph has cohesion. When the sentences in the paragraph are properly connected, we say the paragraph has cohesion, or the ideas are well connected. So remember, when you write a paragraph, connect your ideas properly using these words or phrases. Okay, right. So let's try to link the sentences in your paragraph. Okay, so this is the paragraph that actually we wrote, and then you see certain blanks in this paragraph. Shall we try to fill in them? To fill these blanks, you could use these phrases. So these phrases are the phrases that you could use to link these sentences. So shall we try them? Okay. Nowadays, as roads are becoming more and more crowded, people are considering the advantages of using their own cars. Okay, the topic sentence is here. The car is that. So now it gives the freedom to travel when and where you want without being limited to fixed routes and timetables. The second sentence of the paragraph, or else the first supportive point. Well, what you could use is The main advantage of the car is that it gives the freedom to travel when and where you want without being limited to fixed routes and timetables. See, now these two sentences are well connected. Okay, remember, this is a very important feature in a paragraph, that is connecting the sentences, or else keeping the cohesion. And next we have, yeah, you can carry several passengers and as much luggage as you like at no extra cost. Yeah, can you guess? Yeah, what is more? What is more? What is more? So using this will help you to connect these two sentences. Okay, what is more? You can carry several passengers and as much luggage as you like at no extra cost. And finally, we have to connect this sentence to the last. Okay, yeah, now it's clear. Yeah, you could use in addition to this, you can travel in comfort in a car with a seat for yourself and the possibility of comfort such as music and air conditioning. Right, now you see the paragraph is well written. That means the sentences are properly connected. So once again, I need to emphasize this point because our topic is writing paragraphs. To write paragraphs, you need to use sentences, but just putting sentences together won't make a good paragraph. In order to make a good paragraph, you have to keep the sentences in your paragraph well connected. To connect those sentences in your paragraph, you have to use linking words or phrases. Okay, then you can write a very good paragraph. Right. Now you see your paragraph should look like this. Okay, the topic is given, advantages of using your own cars. Advantages of using your own cars. Right, so let's read this again. Nowadays, as roads are becoming more and more crowded, people are considering the advantages of using their own cars. The main advantage of the car is that it gives the freedom to travel when and where you want, without being limited to fixed routes and timetables. What is more, you can carry several passengers and as much luggage as you like at no extra cost. In addition to this, you can travel in comfort in a car with a seat for yourself and the possibility of comforts such as music and air conditioning. Good. Now it would be better to pause the video for a while and copy this paragraph. Okay, now you can pause the video for a while and copy this paragraph. This is the end of part 1 of this lesson, writing a paragraph. We have come to the end of part 1 of the lesson, writing a paragraph. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.